Hello hikers, welcome back to African Hiker. I'm Anita and I make videos about various hiking trails in Africa. In this video, I'll be giving you a day-by-day breakdown of the Leopard Trail. The Leopard Trail seems to have suddenly appeared onto the hiking scene and it is gaining great popularity. So many people love it. And understandably so. It is a 4-day slack-packing hike in Baviaanskloof Mega Reserve, one of the largest wilderness conservation areas in South Africa. But if the beautiful, unspoiled mountainous landscape isn't enough to steal your heart, then the huts will convert you. Out of all the hikes that I have done so far in South Africa, well, actually the whole of Africa, the Leopard Trail provides one of the best hutted camp experiences. The camps are so pretty and clean, and everything is aesthetically pleasing, and things work. Well, except the hot water on day 3. This is still South Africa. But I digress. Let's begin. Day 1. We hiked 10 kilometers and had an elevation gain of 328 meters. The first day of the Leopard Trail is nice and easy. The trail is well marked and there is a neat path for us to walk along. Majority of the elevation for the day is accumulated on this uphill to the plateau. Hi, sweetie. Hello. Oh, you're definitely not wild, huh? You're not wild. About 5 kilometers onto the trail, we come across a detour to Gabriel's pools. We were informed during our briefing that we would not be able to swim due to the lack of rain. Nevertheless, we still decided to head down the small kloof to the pools.
But Anita, try not to smile.
It's impossible. How can I not when it's such a beautiful place?
Ah, that's a proper pool.
Yeah. Look at this. It was here at Gabriel's pool where some of us got to witness something truly spectacular. Live action Nat Geo Wild. Skip ahead if you're scared of snakes. I was sitting on a rock looking at the pool, merely watching the little creatures, when suddenly a snake appears out of nowhere and grabs a frog, like by the head. I was like, oh my gosh! Isabella and Gabriel? I mean, Isabel and Bernard ran over and we watched as the little snake pulled the frog out of the water and began to swallow it. We were completely mesmerized. I could not take my eyes off the snake, not even to get my camera. This footage is thanks to Bernard. Such a slow process.
Going somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, look at it move with its belly full. We sat there until the snake gobbled up the whole frog. It was amazing to get to witness this moment. The sun is hot. It is hot. You need a hat that provides lots of protection. They said that the weather would be 36 degrees. It's still, what's the time? 20 to 12 and it is blistering hot. I don't know what we're doing walking around in this heat. Oh. All the huts are identical. So I'm going to go through each day and then at the end do the camp tour. I'll put a timestamp here so you can find it if you want to go directly to it, but why would you do that? Just watch the whole thing. Day 2. We hiked 18 kilometers and had an elevation gain of 681 meters. Because we had an 18 kilometer day ahead of us, we made sure to start hiking at first light. The hike in Reebok Valley was easy and was so beautiful in the early morning light. The valley was full of tiny flowers and all you could hear were the birds and the little bees buzzing from flower to flower. Prepare yourself for the climb out of the valley. Can you see the others over there? Chip, chip. What goes up must come down. We descend all the way to Reflection Pools, which is actually right above Gabriel's pool. That's where we were yesterday. Let's see how close we can get.
This is stunning, hey? Oh, I could sit here for hours on it.
Are you tired yet? I figured it out. I don't know if you heard what I said, but
You figured it out.
I think
Almost there, Dad.
what can we call this? The lesson here is that sometimes in life, when you're working towards a goal, it looks like you're getting further away from it. You know, like now, there's the center. That's where we're supposed to be going, but we're all the way over here. And that might seem like you're doing it wrong or a failure, or, you know, this is not how it's supposed to be. Things aren't going to plan. But actually, this is the plan. This is the exact place you're supposed to be walking. You're supposed to go all the way to this end in order to successfully reach your goal on that side. It's all part of the journey, because remember, life is not a checklist. You don't just tick things off and you're done.
No.
It's the Evadne, you just quit.
Was that it?
You can.
Oh.
You can quit. That's called and it's not promoted in life. Oh, no, I want to finish it. I finish what I start. I'm going to finish this thing. Okay, we're just going to run it. There it is. There's the end. Reached it. I really like that message. I really like that message. And it just... wow. On day 2, we arrived at camp before our bags got dropped off. We were warned beforehand that this might happen. Camp 2 is the last drop-off for the day. So, in your day pack, make sure you have everything you will need for the early afternoon. I had some snacks and did some journaling. I also managed to get a lot of reading done on this hike. Day 3. We hiked 22 kilometers and had an elevation gain of 730 meters. We started hiking just before sunrise because it was the longest day and we had 3 big climbs ahead of us. I was checking out the profile and look what we've done. Little bloop-de-bloop-bloops.
Sure.
So we've got one more peak to go.
It's difficult to see which are the hills and which are the valleys.
Luckily for us, the morning was overcast, so we did not have to battle the heat while tackling the hills. The views on the Leopard Trail don't seem real. I often felt as if I was hiking towards a gigantic photograph. Baviaanskloof is part of the Cape Floral Region World Heritage Site. 7 of South Africa's biomes are represented here on the trail. The most notable are Karoo, fynbos, grassland and subtropical thickets. Wow!
What?
Look at that! Baviaanskloof is one of the richest plant regions in the world. And for me, the proteas were the star of the show. I love them, and these pale pink ones were my favorite.
The river that is supposed to be full of water.
So this one, we can drink this water. They said there's drinking water here. When you reach Draaipunt, day 3's halfway point, turn off the trail and take a detour into the kloof. Our group had planned to meet here for lunch, but unfortunately, majority of them missed the turnoff. So make sure you look out for it so you don't miss it. Under the sea. It's not a good way to drink water.
Excellent technique.
It really is tadpole water, look at that.
Yeah. And these racing beetles.
And racing beetles. What happens in the wild stays in the wild. Okay. And on my YouTube channel. I present to you the Burnett Formation. Chim chim chim. That's really what it's called. We didn't make it up.
No.
The rest of the day is fairly easy walking down to Cassie Kloof. We followed a winding path crossing the stream multiple times. Although this was the longest day, we reached camp at 2 p.m. I was taking a shower and those three over there were watching me. I've zoomed in but doesn't really help. So this is what camp is like at sunset. There's Paul taking a picture of the sunset. There's Evadne taking a picture of the sunset. There's Bernard taking a picture of the sunset. There's Luke taking a picture of the sunset. Now Bernard is taking a picture of me. Cheese! And here is the famous sunsets that we are all recording. The start of day 4. It is 6:30. We overslept. Let me stop my watch. Hike. Day 4. We hiked 13 kilometers and had an elevation gain of 648 meters. We had an easy start to the day, walking through the kloof. This one is called Songbird Valley. I wandered through this kloof on my own and it was delightful. There are birds singing the whole time. Combined with the sound of the flowing river, it was rejuvenating. Because of the nature of our group, we spent a lot of time hiking alone during the Leopard Trail. At most, we'll be in little clusters of 2s and 3s. So Songbird Valley, A+. And now we're out of the valley and we are going to be going to a fond farewell. This is our last climb. Well, the biggest climb we have to do today. Where to next? Let's not forget these babies. Oh, further up. By the way, this is one of many false summits. My time on the plateau was the worst. It was hot and I'd run out of snacks and my water was warm and I was just feeling like the trail would never end. Eventually we descended down into the valley and the birds started to sing again. So I haven't seen a leopard, but maybe a leopard tortoise? When we got to base camp, we were greeted by a pool and ice cold drinks. I purchased my Leopard Trail t-shirt and a badge for my collection. There are also showers here so you can freshen up before hitting the road. As promised, here's a tour of the huts on the Leopard Trail. Ah! It's so cute! The Leopard Trail is slack packing, so pack as much good food as your heart desires. The campsites were designed for indulgence. Enjoy. Oh, there's the showers. Oh. That's nice. So we have everything again. And there's our stuff. Mine is number 4. We left our crates in the kitchen. I had a small bag that I would put everything I needed for the night and take that and my sleeping bag and pillow to the bedroom hut.
Yeah, you can come through here.
Ah, there is a pool.
This one does looking right. Yeah.
Wow. Let's check out the toilets. What a bathroom. There we go. There are 3 sleeping huts and 1 central kitchen hut. This is also where the showers are. And this is where we're sleeping. Oh, there's even a little basin here. That's a nice touch. Speaking of bedding, or bedrooms, therefore bedding, bring a sheet with you, just to make things more comfortable. Okay, I probably have to sleep in that other room with the other ladies. But the views are amazing. So there you go, the Leopard Trail in a nutshell. All in all, I would say this was a very easy hike. I don't know why some people say it's difficult, but also we didn't have the heat that most people experience, so that's maybe where the difficulty rating comes from. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are going to be doing the Leopard Trail, I hope you have a wonderful time, and remember to pack lots of snacks, a book, and most importantly, good friends. Goodbye!